So I woke up very early this morning. I wanted to say the Sam Bankman situation that's going on. I was the first person to reveal that. Does it matter? The whole situation is messed up and it's not for the people. And it's something that we don't benefit from. So it's a big situation. If you're not familiar, Sam Bankman, who was the supposed owner of the biggest crypto platform in the world. And it got purposely crashed, infiltrated by the government so that basically they can push a bill or they can push push tighter legislation on crypto because they have a bigger situation in reference to of why that you should rely on the government and why tight regulations on crypto should be a thing. Keep in mind, crypto was invented because it allows people to become their own bank. You may not never know that because it may not get to that point for you because by the time legislation gets put on crypto, it'll be too late to tell. So it's just now coming out that slowly that Sam is a fraud. And it's interesting because I was the first person to say this. I have the evidence. I have the paperwork. The reason I'm not driving the paperwork where I'm from, that's called snitching. Now, this isn't snitching because it's corporate and there's a lot of institutions involved and investors, and it's like, but it just still feels weird to me, and I don't have a big enough incentive to drop paperwork on it. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. You know, like I don't have like a whole lot of traffic yet. Maybe I could get a lot of traffic if I drop what I said I'm dropping, like the paperwork and the papers that show that Sam was a pawn and that this whole thing was a setup from the government to allow crypto legislation to pass in the way they wanted to. But I just don't have I don't know, it's weird to me. Like, if I have more people, a lot of these crypto platforms, they're biased. Where's the black crypto influencer at? Where are they? Huh? Where do you see a black crypto influencer that's making any kind of headlines when it comes to having an opinion, when it comes to having the insight? Besides like 19 Keys, and they don't even put him on. He gets on some platforms, but not. Why some? Why not all? Like there's Big Boy Crypto. You see him. Everybody goes to him. Who else? He's the first person that comes to mind right now. It's very early in the morning. I just woke up. Excuse me. But he's one of the top platforms. And like my platform is not all crypto based. I talk a lot about Web3. I talk a lot about society and monitoring our growth with technology. But the thoughts are valid, you know? The thoughts are valid, the points are valid. I'm telling the truth. And I want to record this for historical purposes, so people know historically I'm correct. You can go back in my video and you can see that I'm talking about Sam and this whole FTX thing being a government operation before anybody. Maybe there's somebody out there that has videos talking about the same thing, but I didn't see it. And now it's slowly, see what the government does or big corporations, they like that when they have to let out the truth, they do it slowly so they can control the narrative. I just give it to you raw. And I don't have anything against the government. I don't have anything against FTX. I just calling it like it is. People want to hear about FTX. And if you hear about it from me, you're going to hear the truth. And that's about it. And I have a lot more to say about it, but why? It's not a thing. Like I'm not bent on people knowing about it. It's just, I like to know about what's going on in the, stuck my toe. I like to know what's going on in the crypto world and stay updated so I can be informative. And it just so happens FTX is in the middle of the shit, and it's fascinating to me. I don't know what's going to happen next, you know? So, for the most part, FTX, it was a government situation that they put together, that they crashed on purpose. And Sam said he didn't know how big the operation is. Bro, yes you did. You're dealing with billions of dollars. What are you talking about? You don't know how big the operation is. Stop lying. So they appointed Sam as authority over the corporation to make decisions for all people in the corporation. Simple. And I can tell you exactly what government people were involved in it. But I don't know. I just don't see the point of talking about it. I have the video up where I was talking about FTX and the whole behind the scenes of what's going on. And you can go back, you can watch it. It's only a couple videos back if you want to see it. I have more information. I have I have physical paperwork that I can show you and be like, this is why the government was involved. This is who was involved. Like, I have that kind of stuff. So it's just crazy. But I don't know. Maybe it's not. It might come out. Maybe somebody else has it. They have to. I have it. I have it. You might get it from somebody else. But just know I had it first. And I'm mainly doing that because historically, I want people to see I'm correct. And they have a valid truth seeker and truth teller to listen to. I don't necessarily feel comfortable just dropping paperwork like that. Like I said, I have a particular background where it's like you don't do stuff like that. But this is different because it's corporate and it's dealing with industry and government. So it's a little different. But like I said, I don't have the incentive to even do it still or push myself out of that comfort zone to start talking like that because it makes me feel weird. And I understand the situation. I see why things are the way they are. I see why the government's doing what they're doing. I see why people are reacting the way they're reacting. I think there's a bigger picture and a bigger message overall that we have to pay attention to. And the second we don't, we get lost in the sauce. And you know what happens when you're lost in the sauce? You become food. Don't do that. Count up.
Territories. They tell me stories about the territories.
You want to know something? The most important thing for you to learn
What?
is the country, the idea of the federal papers, the Constitution.